This is the best helicopter I could have imagined. Woo! Woo! I am so confused right now. Can we hit a bird? Can we hit a bird? Fuck. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is ScrapMan bringing you another episode of TrailMakers, and today we're gonna be building a helicopter, or at least we're gonna be trying. I've thought about it a lot, and I'm not sure how easy this is gonna be. I think it might actually be kind of hard. But last time we ended up finding some of the secret blocks. We built this cool UFO thing, which is one of the best flying vehicles we've made so far. But today we're gonna be not going for easy flights. We're gonna be going for a helicopter, which for some reason, I don't feel like this is gonna be easy. We're gonna try. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so the reason why I don't think this is gonna be easy is because we have limited building materials. The only propeller, like helicopter blade we have is this. We do not have a mirrored version. So the torque this is gonna create is probably going to be the most difficult thing to deal with. And we don't have a really much smaller propeller. So if we want a tail rotor, it's gonna be just as big as the main rotor, which might be a little bit ridiculous if we need it, but we're gonna find out. So first up, we need a spinning joint, of course. We're gonna put that right on top of our seat here, make it nice and centered. And then I guess we're gonna have to put some of these on top so that way we can actually attach the propellers to it. I'm gonna put an engine on top of our seat first, and then we're gonna put this on top of the engine. Does that work? Is that attached? So now we can, there we go. This is fantastic. Look at our helicopter. We got a helicopter already. Look at this thing. It's amazing. Yeah, so the torque is gonna be the hard part. All right, so if this goes counterclockwise, then that is the correct direction. All right, counterclockwise is good. So this should get us up in the air and spin us every which way. Here we go. Look at that. Hey, this is actually kind of, it goes pretty straight. I was surprised at that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Did you see what I just saw? What? Well, there it goes. This is fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna do an experiment just to see what it does. I'm assuming that this is gonna make it useless, but I'm curious because you never know with physics of new games like this how things are gonna behave. So what I'm gonna do is use the swivel joint. I'm gonna put the swivel joint there, and then I'm gonna put this on top of the swivel. It's not what I wanted. I'm gonna put this on top of the swivel joint and see what this does. I'm assuming this is actually just going to make the helicopter blade not rotate the right way. Ready, go. Yeah, see, the swivel joint absorbs all of the momentum, and it doesn't get us anywhere. All right, so now we need to counteract torque, and I don't want to make a tail blade that's just the exact same size as this, because we have no way to adjust the speed of it. And it's probably just gonna make it rotate in the other direction. Okay, I've got a really derpy helicopter right now, and I just wanted to see how it looks, how it works, but we're still gonna have the torque problem. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that, we lost some pieces, and we are up in the air. All right, so now we need to, I think I need to set my engine to space instead of W so we have a little bit more control. Oh boy, here we go. We are a survivor. Uh-oh. What is that piece for? All right, let's see how it feels with space. All right. All right, so now all we have to do is figure out how are we gonna, oh boy. Hey, we didn't crash or explode. We lost the propeller though. Now the tough part, counteracting the torque. So the torque wants to turn me clockwise. So I gotta counteract that. And I don't know how to do it without just creating something absolutely ridiculous. And see, now the only way to really counteract the torque that I can think of is having another rotor over here, but I feel like this is gonna be way too much of a counter force, and we're just gonna now rotate, what, counterclockwise now? But I guess we can find out. Why was it already rotating, but... Oh boy. Does it we can't even, why is it too? We need this to be higher. Will this work? We're gonna be so back heavy right now. Why does it spin? Let's put it closer to the ground first so it has no chance to spin while it comes down. There we go. All right, that should work. All right, yeah, we're definitely back heavy, but let's see what happens. And space. The tail rotor has just taken over because the top one fell off. Oh, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. This is the best helicopter I could have imagined. I don't know. I don't know if we're actually gonna be able to do this. Because what other options do I have to counteract this one? Because this one definitely gives us the lift that we need. You know what? What if I do a double up? Okay, all right. You probably were all screaming this at me, but I'm gonna try it now. This is where the mirroring really would come in handy, so that we could get lift from both of them. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spawn my old one that I had reversed, my old rotor. Because this one, I think, has all the propellers facing the wrong way, so they don't create any lift. But now they're gonna be going the same way, aren't they? Whoa, that's weird. Only the top one is going, not the bottom one. They're reversing each other. That is so weird. This is not the outcome I was expecting. Because without this, it should work like that. Yeah, okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make another propeller out up here. All right, I don't think this is really gonna work, but I'm just curious to see what happens. Okay, that's pretty much where'd the sound go? Pretty much what I thought was gonna happen. So you're probably saying it has to be in the reverse direction, right? Well, I don't know how to do that. Because if you look, the motor is what is controlling these things, and I set the motor to go in one direction, and it controls both of them. So I can't set one. Oh, I can. This might work. But the only thing is now that if I have this going in the opposite direction, it won't be creating any lift. Because if you see, it'll be going into this direction, which means it'll actually be catching, it should be catching the air in the opposite way, but I think it's not gonna be catching air at all. But we're gonna find out. All right, now let's see how this does. But I'm pretty sure that the front one is the only one that's gonna be producing lift right now, so we'll find out. Ready? 3, 2, 1, up. Okay. Wait a minute. That is kind of the opposite of what I thought was gonna happen. I need to get a closer look at this. No, please stop falling. There we go. All right, so very, very slowly now. All right, so the front one, you can see the front one is definitely spinning in the right direction to catch lift. The back one shouldn't actually have lift. Because look at the direction it's spinning. If anything, it should have downforce, but for some reason, the rear wants to lift up. And I have no idea why that is. That is so weird to me. Why is the rear one lifting up? What happens if I just reverse all of these to go upside down? All right, so now that one, this one should actually, the back one should actually now definitely have downforce. All right, it does. Now it's working as expected, but not as desired. I'm just trying to figure out the physics of this game, man. I don't know why this is happening the way it is. We've counteracted the torque. We have the torque issue solved. Now we just need to get the lift issue solved. And the only way, the obvious way to do it is just have the rear propellers be mirrored so that they catch lift going in the opposite direction. But I can't do that because we only have one propeller. We don't have the mirrored version. All right, so what if I do this? So now they shouldn't be doing downforce. It's a little bit better, but now we still have a torque issue because the front rotor is having more, has more mass fighting the torque than the back rotor does, so that doesn't solve our issue either. I am really stumped here. I don't know if what we want to do is actually possible. I'm gonna do one experiment. This is kind of cheating, but I just want to see. Okay, so let's see what this does. Perhaps it should be a little bit more towards the center of gravity, eh? Let's see what this does. What if I put it even lower from the center of gravity? Let's see what this does. I'm not sure if a normal looking helicopter is possible in this game yet. You know what? I might have an idea. We're gonna bring this derpy thing back. All right, I'm just giving it a kickstand in the back just for... That's not exactly what I meant to happen. All right, there we go. Now, will you work? Why does it just fall off like that? It falls off and then it gets respawned over here. That is so weird. All right, maybe we won't give it a kickstand then. Maybe we'll just leave it like that. But I don't like the fact that it leans back on its tail. Well, let's see what was happening with this? What was the problem with this? There's a lot of problems with this one. Something tells me this idea is not doable yet. But we're gonna do some type of copter. We gotta do some type of copter. What about a quadcopter? What about a quadcopter? Let's go get somewhere more in the open. Like over here. All right, now let's build a frame. Okay, so here is our quadcopter frame. We're gonna put our seat smack dab in the middle. We still have an issue with not being able to mirror our blades, but we're gonna see what happens if we just spawn 4 of these things and attach them to the corners. So right now, these are all gonna be spinning the same way, which will make me think we're gonna have a torque issue, but I just wanna see how it behaves, considering they're on 4 corners, so there's gonna be some interaction there. All right, and there we go. All right, there's definitely a torque issue. Woo! 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 Okay. Woohoo! Now we got torque in the opposite direction. Alrighty then. All right, let's get back down to the ground, please. How about that? Okay, so now the issue we're gonna run into is if we reverse one side, then we're not gonna get lift on that side because they're gonna be fighting against the wind. They're gonna be spinning in the opposite direction because we can't mirror the blades. All right, so if I make these engines power each side, so this engine will only power the left side and this engine will only power the right side. Ideally, what should happen is I should just be able to make this side go in one direction with space, and this side go in the other direction with space, but now we're only gonna get lift on one side. What? This makes 0 sense, guys. This makes 0 sense. Why is this working? Look at the propellers on the right side, though. The propellers on the right side are going in the wrong direction. Whoa, why did that just happen? I wasn't pressing anything. Uh-oh. 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 I'm not pressing anything. This is so weird. I am so confused right now. Look at the direction that the right side propellers are going. That should be downforce because of the way that they're angled, right? But we go up. You know what? This actually might make the other helicopter idea doable. All right, I'm gonna save this. I have an experiment to do now. Okay, let's just get our basic helicopter here. Now I'm gonna put Z up, X down. So my hypothesis is that both of these directions will give me lift. So Z up. All right, yeah, we're going up. All right, now let's go ahead and... All right, now X... No, come on. Stop, please don't... Okay, so now X for down. Okay. I think I've just learned the most important thing I could have learned for this. It doesn't matter what direction the propellers are spinning, they give up force either way. We can use this. I'm gonna start a new build. We are gonna do that double propeller helicopter. Alright, I built something ridiculous and it broke when I spawned it. Because these pieces are no longer where they're supposed to be. So 1 second please. Alright, so now if I press space, I should get lift on both sides. And I made it equal weight too. That's why I have that big block in the back, because that weighs the same amount as a seat. So it should all be pretty equal. Here we go. First test, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, okay. This should be equal. Why is the back getting more lift? Is it because the seat has different properties because of it has the control point? Let's try this. Let's put the seat right here. All right, the seat's gonna go right there. We're gonna try our best to just duplicate that without getting anything else. Good. And then this is going to go right where the seat was. Perfect. Now let's see if this helps. Don't break, don't break, don't break. All right, good. Here we go. Let's see if that hypothesis is correct. Oh wait, actually let me get rid of this stuff in the front so we have it perfectly equal now. All right, and go. What? Okay, so now what it seems to be is that the propeller going in the opposite direction that should be giving us downforce has more lift than the propeller that is going in the correct direction. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. I'm gonna try adding more weight to the back. These are gonna be useless thrusters. I'm gonna get rid of their key bindings. Let me just see if this counteracts the extra lift or not. All right, so this will be an interesting test. And go. Okay, we have potential here. I added way too much weight apparently, so let's delete one, see what this does. All right, and go. All right, still too much weight. Still too much weight. All right, we'll delete one more, see what this does. Still too much weight. Okay, apparently thrusters are too much. That's good. I don't want thrusters anyway, they look bad. Let's try just adding some more of this onto the back then. All right, let's add one of those and see if that helps. All right, we still need a little bit more. We might be onto something here, people. We might be onto something. Oh, getting closer. All right, here we goes. We're balanced. I think we have it. I think we have a working helicopter. The only thing is we don't have yaw. This is so cool though, we have a working helicopter. Can we hit a bird? Can we hit a bird? Come on, we're chasing the bird. We're chasing the bird, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We're so close to the bird, oh no. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Nope, nope, oh wow, we completely snapped our helicopter there, okay. How do we get yaw though? Because now that I think about it, if I have a propeller facing sideways to get the yaw action going, according to what we've experimented with, both directions should actually give us the same direction of yaw with the propeller spinning, so that doesn't make any sense either. I don't know how to get yaw without using thrusters, and that seems kind of cheating for a helicopter. But we're just gonna deal with what we have so far. Ooh, that was cool. You see that? I jumped in it before I even hit the ground. All right, let's try to hit a bird. We're gonna hit a bird. Where are these birds? There are the birds. There they are. I'm coming after you, birds. Coming after you. All right, they're gonna circle back around this way. Uh-oh, I can't do yaw. I think I might have done it. I think I might have done it now. Come on, go this way. No, I don't want to do a backflip. Oh, here comes the birds. Here comes the birds. Intersect it. Intersect it. No, we're too low. This thing is not all that controllable without the yaw. Oh, we're so close to the I wonder if we can hit the birds. I don't know. Whoa, that was close too. I'm assuming we're probably just gonna go through them. Uh oh, this is not a good spot for us to be. Oh, I think that was it. I think we actually hit the bird, but it went through us. Alrighty then, that was disappointing. Apparently you cannot hit the birds. We have everything except our yaw, and yaw is pretty important for helicopters. So I'm not too sure exactly how to deal with that. Actually, I'm gonna try something. I have an idea. Why are we flying like a plane? I'm not even using the rotors right now. That was weird. I'm gonna use a tail rudder kind of thing. All right, so we're gonna see if this does anything. If we're going forward, this should have an effect if aerodynamics actually comes into play, but I'm not too sure. Of course, now our weight is all screwed up again. All right, here's the ultimate first test Z. It works. It totally works. We just need to balance our weight a little bit more, and I think we'll have a fully functional helicopter. We are foregoing any form on this, and we're going purely for function right now. We're focusing on function, because the weight distribution is a little bit difficult to work with. All right, I think we're on to something now. All right, so now if I want to turn to the left, I gotta do this. It's working. And if I want to turn to the right, oh yes, it worked. The only thing is we need to be going forward in order to actually get our yaw, because we need to be, uh-oh. Is that stuck? It's stuck? Nope. Okay, no, it's not. Good. It's doing weird stuff. I'm not pressing anything right now, but they're both kind of messed up. It's doing weird things. Why is it doing weird things? Stop doing weird things. All right, uh-oh. I probably should have saved it after I did all my adjustments. All right, we're going over the ocean. This is our final goodbye. We're gonna head to this island of solitude. Actually, now that I know, what I'm noticing is that they're I'm not pressing anything right now other than to tilt forward. And it's kind of catching the wind and making me kind of level out, kind of like a rocket with the tail feathers, or the tail wings, makes them level out. But I do have manual control over it as well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're going the absolute wrong way. This is, I don't know if I'm gonna recover from this, guys. I do not know if I am going to recover from this. Come on, tilt forward. Tilt forward. Do not go into the ocean. Tilt forward, please. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Oh my god, yes, we did it. All right, how close are we to the island? We're on the island. We are on the islands. All right, here they are below us. Now can we land on them smoothly is the question. Are we going backwards? This is not... this is not the direction I was wanting to go. Come on. Level off, we're going backwards. This is not how this is not how I intended this to work, but it's kind of, we're getting somewhere. All right, here we go. Now we just gotta land smoothly. All right, landing on the island. Uh-oh, uh-oh. We need some flat ground. It's hard to see because there's no texture on this island. We did it! Successful landing! We made a helicopter, we flew across the sea, and we landed on an unknown island with no textural detail on it. Let's get out. Let's get out and see. Well, first let's save our awesome, amazing helicopter. I mean, look at that. Look at that helicopter. That is a top-notch design right there. So yeah, this is one of the hidden islands you guys have been asking about. I don't think this was intended for exploration. Doesn't seem like they really meant for it to be that accessible of a place, but we're here, whether they like it or not. So I would consider this a success. We built a helicopter that actually worked. It just took a little bit of figuring out of what the physics is doing in this game with these propellers, but we figured it out. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to be part of the Scrapper Discord community, check the link down in the description below. It's been a great time with those of you that are there so far, and hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a comment letting me know what you want to see in future TrailMakers episodes. Make sure you subscribe to see awesome creative gaming like this. This has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you scrappers next time. Bye. Welcome to the end screen. Well, you'll probably click away before I get to tell you to subscribe for more fun. And if you really like me, but like not in a creepy way, support me on Patreon. Oh yeah, check out this awesome video I made over here. It's probably even better than this one. Or it might be worse, actually. But if you don't click it, I guess you'll never know.